hope you had a really pleasant day today, a lot of learning. Now it's time for some beer. I hope you are all set with some glass, the beer, hopefully cold. Doesn't matter if you don't. It's going to be good. I do have some friends over here, so if you want to interact and ask questions, you just put it up there and I will answer just as we go. But before we're going to start with the beers, just some fun facts. I didn't know if you know that beer is one of the oldest preparated drinks in the world. It started 7,000 before Christ. You have some evidence in China that you made beer. A bit closer to us, you have some evidence from 3,500 to 3,100 before Christ in Iran. There are different kinds of people thinking that the beer was made from an accidental fermenting of barley when they were making bread. And there are some who thinks that you did it with purpose. You made beer to be a bit toxic. We don't know. But we are here, and the beer is the third most popular drink that we have in the world, after water and tea. So, fun fact for that. So, what is beer? How do you make it? What do you need? You need yeast, you need water, you need malt, and you need some hops. That's basically all you need. And then you just start the process by having the malt crushed down. You heat it up with some warm water. And then it will be grist. And this grist you mixed. And this process is called mash conversion. The mash is then pumped over to a tun. And it boils before the hops comes into it and get the aroma structures. Then you have the wort. You can use that to make bread. I think you know that by Christmas, the wort bread. The liquid needs to ferment. And for fermentation, you need sugar and you need yeast. So that's what you do. You add some yeast, you ferment it, and then you have the beer. Amazing, right? Are you all happy? Everyone is with me? Yay! Yay! I can almost hear you.
We want to try the beer.
You want to try the beer?
Thursday.
Okay, let's do it. I think you all got this amazing formula. You can use it if you want to, otherwise you just drink it. But I have the aroma, the appearance, the taste, because we're going to watch it, we're going to taste it, we're going to smell it. Also, you have the amazing tongue in the back, where you can see where you find all the sweetness and the bitterness, so that you can find out what you like and what you don't like. Because that's the most important thing for me, is that you find a beer that you actually like. And if you don't like it, then just don't buy it. Simple. So, we're going to start with the Södermalms Pilsner. I don't know if everyone got it, because it could be difficult to get all the beers on the list. But if you do, you have the Cyrus and the Södermalms Pilsner. You just open them up and pour them. Tell me if I'm too fast. Okay, so here we have two types of lager. This one here, Södermalms, is the Czech one, and then you have a modern style in the Cyrus. The Cyrus is also called cloudy lager, and if you look at the appearance of it, you can see that it actually is a bit cloudy. That's because they don't clean it afterwards. after the whole fermentation, just letting it be. So if we smell it, we can find some aromas. I find some lemon, maybe some herbiness, a lot of fruit. We're at the Cyrus. The green one.
Sorry, which one is it? What are you tasting?
And for the taste, I can feel some lager is also a cold fermentation beer. It means that the yeast are in the bottom of the tun. Do a on the other side. Hi guys, now I can see you on the screen. Cheers!
Cheers.
Cheers!
Cheers.
So nice. So if you have any questions, just hit me. So the Cyrus, you have a bit cloudy, a bit of bitterness, and also this more herby kind of aromas, and the lemon sour kind of taste. We move to the Södermalms Pilsner. In my nose, I can feel a more bready tone. That's because the malt is a bit more roasted. Feel the caramel.
Sorry. Do you hear me? Ida? Does anybody hear me? What are we supposed to do if we don't have your beer? Drink twice as much.
More breadiness and a more mouth-filling character. Do you agree? Anyone who thinks different?
No one dares to disagree, right?
Exactly. So this is actually one of my personal favorites right now, the Södermalms Pilsner.
It was really hard to find. It was one left in all of Uppsala, I think.
Amazing taste. Do you have one favorite of these ones? Maybe.
I like the Cyrus one.
Later. Okay.
I'm a big fan
we
of.
Can go back later to the lagers, but to try the ale, to find the difference between the lager and the ale, we do have this electric nurse, an IPA, and Beer Bibliotek session IPA, a moment of clarity.
Okay.
It's quite a good Friday, right? Just drinking beer. Exactly.
Which two was it again?
So as you might notice, all the beers that I have picked are from Sweden. Some are small breweries, and some of them are a bit bigger. These people right here, the electric nurse, it's actually an electrician, electrician, and a nurse who met, got married, beautiful love, and then they started a brewery and made beer. So it's electric nurse, pale ale. And the ale, as I told you, you have the yeast on the top of the fermentation instead of under the liquid as you have in lager. That also make it easier and takes not so long time to make IPAs as it did to make lagers. And this pale ale electric nurse It also has a bit of cloudiness if you watch it. It's not filtrated, just as the cloudy Cyrus. Often I think that you can find some more aromas in pale ale and IPAs. And that's because of the hops. They have different kinds of hops, and you can pick what you want and make the characters as you like. So this one is more aromatic, I think. Still some of the bread tones. But a more bitter character. And it stays in the mouth for a longer time. You can almost feel like it's getting more and more bitter. I would say that you might want some food to this to make it really, really good. Maybe a really good pasta or hamburger or something with a bit of creaminess. I won't say that much about fruits. Maybe someone has a suggestion of what kind of fruit you can find in the beer. I leave it up to you. And move on to Beer Bibliothek, a moment of clarity. Beer Bibliothek is a brewery that is in Gothenburg. This is a session IPA. And with the session, it means that the alcohol often is lower. So they still have the all the extractions of the flavors, but the alcohol is a bit lower, so you can drink more, right? Linda is showing you guys. It's really nice to see you all. You're looking happy.
We're on the fourth beer.
Exactly. We have some more, and so it's gonna be a good night. I can feel it. So, so this one is also a bit cloudy. This is also very typical. This craft handmade beers, the breweries, they don't want to filtrate it because they want it to be like this mushy, nice kind of both flavor and visualizing. So here, the fruit wise, what's it?
Cleaning product.
Like a cleaning product. Okay. I can be with you there, like the Ajax. But it's absolutely more aromatic, more flowers, more aromas. And that's absolutely from the hops.
Exactly. Someone is wondering if someone can set a name on the smell of the beer. It's metallic.
Metallic. Fruit metallic. I can be with you with that one. I mean, that's so different also because we're all different and everyone is feeling different kinds of things in the mouth. So it's very personal to like. That's why it's so amazing that you can have all these different kinds of beer. Fruit metallic. Yeah. And the taste then. It's like a more powerful taste, right? And you feel it for a long time. Feel it in the back of your tongue, but I also have the fruit at the side. I would go with maybe the orange shell. You also have the bitterness, also the lemon bitterness. They have in the shells.
Marcus is saying passion fruit.
Oh, passion fruit. Absolutely.
We have flower and metallic.
Elderflower and metallic. I love that the metallic is coming back. Elderflower, absolutely. You have the aromas of it. Also the passion fruit, the tropic fruits. Yeah. So if we have the Cyrus, if you have so many glasses, I don't know if you do. If you have the Cyrus and you have the beer bibliothèque, and you take them again. All of the Cyrus. The Cyrus was very aromatic, I thought, in the beginning. A lot of lemon. But when the beer bibliothèque is in the game, not so much anymore, right? It's also very interesting to try it together and apart, just to see what the difference are.
We have. Can you repeat the order of beers that we've tasted so far? Because someone came in late.
Absolutely. So we started with the Cyrus Cloudy Lager. And on the same flight, together with that one, we have the Södermalms Pilsner. So 2 different kinds of lager. And then we followed up with the Electric Nurse from, also from Gothenburg, actually. We do a lot of great beer in Gothenburg. And the beer bibliothèque, a moment of clarity. Okay. Am I good in time? Yes, great. So now for a really nice experience, I think. You have the Visby Stout and also the Dyster. And the Dyster is actually a black Pilsner. So it's a black lager. So it's a lager. So it's fermented with the yeast in the bottom, but it's more similar tastes as a stout.
What makes it black then?
The blackness is coming from the roasting of the malt. So you do a really hard roasting of the malt. And there comes the color as well. Now I have so much beer. Oh my god. Amazing. Do you have all the glasses? Otherwise you can just or throw it away. As you like. It depends how fun it's going to be.
We have a comment.
Okay.
Patrick says that beer drinking at this pace brings back memories of student years.
Ooh.
There's no rush.
No rush. Okay. We take it easy. Because the other guys, they need to get their glasses. So have a break. So can I hear what so far what the best beers that you liked so far, favorites or bad ones? Could be.
I heard Sirius and Electric Nurse.
Yeah.
Favorite so far.
Anders' favorites, Cyrus, Electric Nurse.
Sirius was a really good lager.
I think so too.
Otherwise, Nikolai is still on the second one. So.
All right. Take it easy, Nikolai.
Electric Nurse. Bibliothèque was Pontus' favorite.
Yeah.
My favorite as well.
Linda's favorite also. Yeah. Her bottles are empty now. So.
Ida, could you tell us a little bit in general what kind of beer goes with what kind of food?
For the food?
For example,
absolutely.
Fish. Do you drink beer at all?
I think you can. absolutely. Depends a bit how you cook the fish, or how you prepare your meals. Just as when you pair it with the wine. So if you have a light fish, I would go for more of this, maybe Cyrus. So you have the pretty easy going in the mouth. You also want the herbiness and the a bit sour. And if you grill it, grilled fish, then I would go with the Södermalms Pilsner. Then you need it to go together with the grilled taste in the fish. You also want a bit more flavor in the beer. So the more flavor in your food, more flavor in the drinks to pair it, because otherwise the drink will pass. And if you have too much in the drinks, maybe a beer with a lot of alcohol, they have a light dish or a very hot dish, it's not going to be very good. So if you have for example, really hot Thai kind of food, don't go with the highest alcohol. The higher alcohol, the more heat you will feel in the mouth. That goes with wine too. So I would say if you have a more kind of meat food, then I will be around here, around the ale. Also the bitter. If we have time, we will try that one too. Then you will have a bit more power to it. Here's my friend. Have you met Petra? Right? She's talking to me, but I can't hear her. I think she wants beer. Maybe she will get it afterwards. For hot food, wit, the wheat beer instead, because it don't get that much of the bitterness. Try it. So
it seems like some people haven't found the correct style, but have been clever enough to other styles.
Excellent, excellent work. That goes so very well. Stout is a way to make beer. As I said, you have the very roasted kind of malt. So any stout actually will do, or porter if you found that. As I said before, the Österberg is a pilsner, a lager, but it's very, very hard roasted malt. And if we try that one, you see it's pretty dark, almost like julmust. And I feel some coffee, like roasted coffee beans, not the fresh brewed coffee. It's the coffee beans. Toffee. Absolutely. Caramels. You have the almost bitterness. Butterness.
Ida, the has to show the bottle.
The bottle. Absolutely.
As close as you can, so they can see it.
From the beginning?
Sure.
Yeah? I'll do this one. Cyrus lager. Södermalms Pilsner. The Electric Nurse. Moment of Clarity. Düster. You have to say it with a German accent, otherwise it's not working. Düster. Visby Stout from Gotland. Right.
Can you do the dialects of the areas
in Sweden? Jo.
Yo.
Visby-Stouten. No, not really good. Pretty good. Moment of clarity från bilbibliotek.
Also works.
Electric nörsva. Ena då. Pale ale. Ena gott. Södermalmspilsner. Ja, riktigt bra grejer faktiskt.
Nu blommar asfalt.
Ja, nu blommar asfalten. Mycket trams blir det. Sirius Clown i lager. Eller? Ja, Dystad. Ja. Den är svensk. Den är från Uppsala faktiskt. Hör och häpna. Ja. Det är därför den är så himlans god. Eller? Switch back to English for all you fellas. So, do we like this one? It's maybe not the beer that we used to drink. Really like it together with maybe some really good chocolate, like for dessert, or even as a dessert. It still have a very nice like a sourness. She's laughing here. So you still can feel it up here, and you have a really fresh, distinct flavor. Not gets too as this one might be. Are you guys ready for the stout? Yep.
Yes.
Yep. So as you can see, this is very dark. Probably many of you know the Guinness. It's the same kind of beer. Maybe not everyone's favorite. But here, instead of coffee, I can really feel the chocolate. Maybe as you have a really dark kind of chocolate, maybe an 85–90% kind of chocolate, and some butternuts. It's almost like a dessert in itself.
Is there added chocolate in some stouts?
No added. And as you can feel, you have a really mouth filling. It's very creaminess in the mouth. And you also can feel a bit of the bitterness. But most of all, it's mouth filling. It's maybe not something that you drink when you come home after a week of work, but maybe on a Saturday after dinner in the sofa, drink it slowly, not in this stressful time that we have right now. A beer to enjoy.
Daniel is wondering what the difference between fudge and toffee.
The difference between fudge and toffee. I'm not quite sure. I mean, it's caramel. I think you're out of the same. You need. I think you are out for the same kind of flavor, the toffee and.
I think like toffee is more caramel and fudge is
more creamy.
Chocolate.
Yeah. If it's a chocolate fudge, yeah, absolutely. Toffee is more. I think you can find maybe more toffee in this one, in the caramel, in the Södermalmspilsner, maybe, and maybe more of the fudge. This one. I don't know, Daniel. What do you think?
And Robert thinks that the Dysta tasted somehow like death in a good way.
The Dysta death. Yeah. Okay. I like your point.
And Marcus is just throwing out words. It's a fudge, bird sugar, chewiness, creaminess.
Yes, absolutely. I think you're talking about the stout, right? You have the, it's almost like you can chew on it. Absolutely. It's a more concentrate taste. So for fun, if you have all the glasses, we try them from the beginning and see if they are different. All right. So we have the Cyrus. A few who might be late, then we do it all again. The Cyrus.
Different Cyrus, yeah.
Very easy going now when you have the stout before, right? It's very the Ström Pilsner. Now this is just malt for me. And have all the other ones, the more maybe more sweet kind of taste here. You get an extremely malty character in the Ström Pilsner. But not at all that bitterness that you had in the beginning. They're good. So we go to the pale ale, to the electric nurse. Also a bit maltiness, more now than I felt before. But more flour. More flour, more fruit. The amazing beer bibliothèque. Now I feel the elderflowers. Who was talking about the elderflowers?
Someone amazing.
Someone amazing said elderflowers. I can really feel it right now. And also, as you can feel, some of the beers are you can feel it for longer after taste, and some of them just disappear. I think these ones that we have tasted today all have a really long taste afterwards, and that's good. It's good beer. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's very, very good. Kaffehof you can drink some other time. Dark Pilsner. Do we have time for more? We do. All right.
Looks like people are starting to get drunk.
What?
In the chat at least. So
Oh my God.
just posting letters.
God, you're fast, guys. Whew. Just tasting a bit. It's amazing. Okay, guys. I'm gonna put these aside. Now you can do as you want. If you want to drink it up and write some more fun letters, you do that. Otherwise, you can pour it out. I'm thinking that we're gonna try some sour beer. Did you all get the sour beers? That's my question, because that can be a bit tricky.
We have a Jet.
Yep.
Yes, but not the right one. And we have some no, and we have a jaw.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you got another sour beer, that's also good. You have the Dugges Black Currant. They also make Tropic Thunder. It's also very good. And then you have the Blå Berliner Weisse on Ängsö.
Oh, Andreas got Dugges mango.
Oh, mango. It's good. It's going crazy here in the studio. Oh my God.
Classic witch room.
Okay. Here we have the sour ones. Dugges, also from Gothenburg. As you can see here, all of a sudden have a really nice color because of the fruit. Because in this sour beers you add fruit to the fermentation to get a really nice character. If you look at Ängsö's Berliner Weisse, it's a bit more not so clear. It's not filtered. And also the foam crown here is a bit more compact than it is here. Can also depend on what glasses you use. If you drink beer from a glass that you're drinking milk from, it's bad for the foam. So don't let your kids drink milk from the beer glasses, right? Good. So I think we're gonna try the black currant from Dugges first. And of course you can find some black currant in the nose of it. And probably from the name of the kind of beer, the sour beer, you will also feel some sourness when we taste it. Cheers.
Cool.
This is also a very different kind of style of beer. Some people like it, some people hate it. I think it could be a very pleasant way to break with another kind of beer for a whole evening. For this one, I would go maybe with a nice dessert. It still have this kind of bitterness, so don't go with a too sweet dessert. Maybe some chocolate, but with some berries on the top, so you can find the sourness to mix with each other. Also with food, they have a nice sour to it. It will be good. Enjoy it, like it.
Daniel Zachrisson says that it was good after all the others.
Like a pizza. Right.
Beer dessert.
Like a beer dessert. Absolutely. If you're not the kind of stout person, then this might be better for dessert. And this one is so very nice to try. Berliner Weisse. It's kind of a...
Oh, we're into that. Right?
I do have glasses right here.
Okay, you have to get me. Oh, we don't have the beer? No.
Yeah. Mine.
Is this the raspberry one? No.
No. It's a blueberry kettle sour. It's not so very blue.
No.
No. Crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, people are agreeing on that it's a good transition from stout to sour.
So maybe if we mix these ones. No, I'm just kidding. It's good. It's almost like a dessert in itself. So we try Ängsö. It's almost like you can feel on the nose that it's going to be more creamy. Almost like a soup. They're going to use this on Vasaloppet next year instead of the blueberry soup. I think it's going to be very good and very funny.
Hints of custard. Hints of custard.
Of custard.
What is custard?
Senap.
No.
No.
That's mustard.
Custard is something sweet. It's like a, it's not like vanilla cream, kind of.
Yeah, like a cream. Yeah, okay. I'm with you. Yeah, absolutely. You have a very much more creaminess than in Dugges. It's more crispy, fresh, straight on. This one is more mouth-filling, more creamy, for sure.
It's called Berliner Weisse. Why? It's made from wheat.
So it's a Weiss beer. It's called Berliner Weisse due to its where it comes from. And so they make it like a fruit Berliner. So it's a mix.
That's a kind of beer, right?
That's a kind of beer.
Yeah.
Berliner Weisse. Yes.
Oh, and kind of sour.
Kind of sour beer.
It's kind of time to wrap it up.
It's kind of time to wrap it up.
Maybe go through the last bit. Just explain.
I explain them.
Short.
Yeah.
We'll have to taste them.
So now you have homework to do
No.
for the next time. Right, Petra? No.
She's confused.
Okay. So we have the Jämtlands Bandsten. It's a Metzer and Wiener style. It's a German kind of style. It's called that because for like 500 years ago, you did brew all the beers in March, Messe, and then you just dig it down and kept it cold in the ground because it's not going to be over fermented. And then you took it up in October and had the Oktoberfest. So it's a light lager. This one we already had. Then you have Stigberget. Stigberget's pale ale, Indian pale ale. This one is even more powerful. The most powerful beer that I think we have here. The higher in alcohol as well. It's also non-filtered pale ale with a lot of aromas. It's really, really nice. Bedare bitter. As you can hear on the name, it's a bitter kind of beer. You will feel a long finish in taste. It's also just 4.5%, so it's a bit lower alcohol, but still a very rich flavor. And then you have the wheat beer from Poppels. We have the wheat instead, as we talked about, very good together with more food that has higher what's it called? Higher taste. Hit. What? Hot.
Spicy food.
Spicy food. My God, it's Friday.
It's actually
Spicy food. It. Very good. Homework. And a lot of beer. I hope you had a really good time. I had. It's so nice to have you here on the screens as well, asking lots of questions. Don't hesitate to put some more questions up there. We will answer typing. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Ida.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Very educational.
And very fast.
Yeah. Very fast. So we will stick around for a bit. I realized we didn't actually introduce the people in the room. Maybe I should do this now before we wrap up. We have Linda over here manning the computer. She's a developer and tech lead with us at Prototyp. And over in the corner, I realize you can't really see where I'm pointing now. With Pontus, a fellow co-founder.
Hi, everyone.
Prototyp, also heading up the Barcelona office as his day job. And we have also Björn Eyvind, our office manager.
Hi.
So please stick around and drink some beer if you want to. Put on your microphones, of course, if you want to say something. It's a bit hard to socialize in this format, but we will be here, and please let us know if you want to talk.
Great.
Can you hear us?
Thank you.
Yes, of course. Thank you.